But right now, I'm honored to introduce another of my colleagues, my friend and co-chair of the IBM Executive Task Force, Fred Balboni. Fred?
Hey, thank you, Claudia. Good evening. You know, often clients say to me, we have this conversation and we end up talking about why and how important it is to come out at work. And when I'm coaching the next generation of IBM executives, I often say, have you thought about coming out as an executive? You know, there's always with some that moment where they say, you know, coming out at work. Fred, you said it was essential. Really? Can't I just do the under the radar thing? Why do I have to come out at work? Well, essential, really? Yes, really. Let me tell you my personal belief. There are really three basic reasons why every one of us come out at work. The first one's pretty obvious. It allows us to function in the workplace. It allows us to be forthright. It makes us honest individuals. And you know, people listen transparency and sincerity. You become grounded, and frankly, you show up. But there's a second reason why being out at work is so, so important to every single one of us. Because it makes us visible role models. A role model for people that we mentor. More importantly, a role model for those people that are blind to LGBT. And most importantly, a role model for those people that don't understand. You know, the person that best talked about this was the beloved Harvey Milk. Harvey's lines were pretty powerful. He said, once they realize that we are indeed their children, once they realize we're their employees and their managers, once they realize that we are everywhere, then every myth, every cliche, every lie, every innuendo will be destroyed. But as professionals, the most important reason why we come out at work is because being out at work makes us more potent as professionals. It makes us better leaders. It makes us more intuitive as sellers. It makes us more creative innovators and deeper thinkers. What it does, coming out at work, it takes everything that we dream about, everything that we think that's professionally possible, and it allows us to throw it at the business problem at hand. So coming out of work is essential to make this a better world. And that word is the most important word in my life today, the world. Team, we sit here in the comfort in Minneapolis, but we still have much more work to do. We as an LGBT community have to bring together the brands that are assembled in this room and make a difference to all of our sisters and brothers throughout the world. So tonight, I am proud to represent and introduce to you LGBT IBMers from 17 different countries. IBMers from 17 countries, please stand up. You know, this includes Brazil, the People's Republic of China, Japan. Our work as corporate citizens of the world reaches well beyond the US borders. As we know, there are places in the world where LGBT in the workplace is still in its infancy. For example, just 5 years ago, IBM India had a handful of openly LGBT employees. I can report to you today that we now have over 1,000 self-identified LGBT employees in India. Finally, the IBM company is really proud to be a presenting sponsor at OutEqual. OutEqual is teaching employees and employers around the world to have this essential conversation about values. So OutEqual, thank you for keeping this conversation of values alive. It is core to both of our organizations. And these are the values of a dedication to every client's success, innovation that matters to our company and the world, and trust and personal responsibility in all relationships. Thank you and have a great night.